lights are mysterious from somewhere in the universe. Planets and quasars with all kinds of hidden mysteries in the galaxy. NASA hiding secrets and astronauts discovering things. Mysterious societies from a far-along galaxy. Societies on Earth that have been destroyed with their own hidden secrets. Mysterious objects that surface from nowhere and yet are unexplained and how to use. Whole temples full of ruins, secrets, and hidden treasures. And most of all, objects from outer space that come with visitors that only want one thing. You're watching Hidden Truths. Hi, and welcome to Hitting the Truth, where we're going to be hitting the truth today. Because why? It's Halloween, and maybe you see this after Halloween, who knows. But honestly, today we're talking about goblins. We're talking about Bigfoots or Sasquatches. We're talking about little tiny creatures. We're talking about ghosts. We're talking about sea creatures. We're talking about everything people swear they've seen everywhere. Chupacabras, skinwalkers, werewolves, whatever. That's what we're talking about. And we're just going to go through it, and I'm going to explain what I think. And just in case you actually have a story and you want the world to know about it in the supernatural world, all you have to do is drop some line down here in this Discord, and we'll talk about it. You know, if you want to audibly talk about your thing live or with me on camera, then yeah, we can do that. And yeah. And you don't have to be on camera. You can just, do the whole voice thing, and you can just talk audio, with the little circles or whatever. And, yeah, that'll work. So, let's get to the video. Okay, everybody, the first video I got for you is going to be about some kind of turtle man creature. Just think Ninja Turtles, and then think about what I'm going to show you, and then tell me, do you think this creature is real? If so, leave a comment and explain why. Anyway, here we go. Let's get into this video. Okay, so here we go. We're about to get into this video of the turtle man creature. And right there, to me right here, it looks like it might be a creature or something, but again, you could think it's AI. Who knows, but it's still funny as hell. Now right here, okay, if this is a turtle, okay. Remember in the first Ninja Turtle movie, and they advertised it like crazy through the trailers, where like the Foot Clan's attacking the turtles, and then all of a sudden Michelangelo's head goes into a shell, and then it pops up, and it goes, "Oh God, I love being a turtle." Now how come this guy don't do that? Honestly, he couldn't pull a Michelangelo there and go, I don't know how he do it, but yeah. Okay, so let's pause for a second and let's look at this little guy that's in the thing and the guy standing next to it. They say weird creatures are in Asia and in Australia, but here you got this guy. He's supposed to be a turtle man, okay? Whatever bandage this is obviously not a turtle thing. It looks like his shell is a strap. Like he's got the strap going on right here around him. All this stuff, I don't know if this is actually some genetic thing. Maybe there's some kind of giant lizard they're making out with in China or wherever this country is. I don't want to be, and I want to say China, or I don't know, could be anywhere in Asia. Okay, but either way, the face thing, this looks fake, like paint on top of his forehead. Just crazy. But anyway, they give you a closer look right here. Now see, he's almost like a toy in a way, like maybe he's an animatronic that they made. I don't know. But because it does look like a fishing dock, this is all could be used to deceive you and make you think he really found some stupid turtle man. I mean, look now, there's a close-up. There's the closer you get before the video changes and alters again. But look at this shell. It's not attached to his body. It's a strap. You can tell it's a strap on shell. At the same time, if it was a turtle, wouldn't he have the other part of the shell right around here? Now, I'm not saying that, it can't be possible for him to, but why would you wear a strap on your shell if you are a turtle man? If you're a real turtle man, mutant, whatever, okay, the whole turtle essence would be attached to you. And that's just my opinion. Just logically it makes sense instead of this strap he's got on here. So he's obviously a person pretending to be a turtle. It almost sounds ridiculous talking about it. But at the same time, what is these spike things coming out of his head? What turtle does that? Was he supposed to be I forget what he called those turtles, a mocking turtle, because they eat meat, Still, he has no beak at the same time. Turtles' eyes aren't usually close together. This is more of a predatorial thing. Predators have eyes that's close together. Reptiles and birds usually have eyes to the side. So, how could he be a turtle man? This is my opinion. Turtles aren't really a predator. They are kinda if you go to certain types of turtles, like I said, the mocking turtle. But other than that, they're more vegetation type of thing. So this would be, how would you say, an oddity. He would be, can't think of the word right now, but he doesn't make sense. Let's just put it that way. I had a word, but I lost the hell I'm trying to say. Because this is confusing the shit out of me. Confusing the hell out of me. Okay. So that's the Turtle Man video. Okay. Moving right along. Because I don't know what the hell that was. Okay, I don't know what that was. But maybe it is a turtle man. I don't know. We don't know what Turtle Man looks like. So, yeah, that's what it is. But anyway, moving on to the next supernatural thing. It's like tiny demons. Okay. So, this video here have creatures that are tiny. They're like little tiny demons or some kind of creature that's able to walk on two legs. And I don't know what you want to call it. You can call it a demon, a goblin, or a troll, something tiny and stupid. But I swear it's those little creatures from that movie The Gate back in the 80s where the kids opened up some kind of gate to hell and these little tiny demons were coming out. I swear that's what it is. But this is what we're going to see.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
See, he looks just like the damn creature from the movie. You know, those of y'all that grew up in the 80s and know what the hell I'm talking about.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
I mean, look at him. He looks just like the damn thing. So it has to be that. You know what I mean? You know, with the way they did it in the movie back then, special effects wasn't as big as they are now. But the way they did it was there was a person in a demon costume, and they made like the room look bigger, like the floor, the idea of what the floor looked like and everything bigger than what it really was. And the guy just walked around, and then they was able to link that footage with the footage of the giant kids and stuff. Which, I don't know how to explain it in so many ways, but it's like, just imagine you made your room look like a floor in your kitchen, and you were able to edit by, chopping parts together and beady bam. That's how they do it. Like in Lord of the Rings or something, or even way back before that, like the older stuff, they would have a guy stand far away to look smaller, while another person's up close to make them look like a giant. And so they do something similar to that with these movies. A guy would be in a suit, and the room would look like he's in a tiny person room. Kind of like how they made Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. A lot of stuff looked big, but it really wasn't big at all. So, anyway. Now see, even right there, now there's a demon. You gotta pay very close attention. Let me see, run it back slow. Pay attention right here. So here's the baby. The demon's gonna run across this area right here. The little tiny demon creature. So here we go. You see look how little demon he's running, like he's doing the run. Now, the thing is, first off, why is there a camera facing this baby by itself on the floor, and all of a sudden there's a little tiny creature running there? Now, once again, what I was saying about the floor, over here you clearly got a tile, I don't know what you call it, edging on the wall. Over here, what it looks like is wood to me. So it's not really matching up with what you see. And so I would say, now even though it's running on the tile floor, I would say someone made this, thing look like this, but I don't think it's actually what it is. Anyway, so there you go, closer version. Now that right there is supposed to be some little person or a little creature coming out of a box. Now, in movies like The Puppet Master and Doll Man and things like that, you would get this type of body movement, and because it's really a toy that's moving. But here they're trying to claim like this is a little person. Now I'm gonna go back a little bit because I want you guys to see, if you are a person, I don't care what size you are, okay, your limbs can move all over the place. Your limbs can do all kinds of stuff, right? And here, they're just like, so it's more of a toy. It means it only has one capable motion. The arm is supposed to go up and down, not side to side, not all, willy-nilly, whatever, okay? I'm just saying this is kind of staged. Now, going back to that little, what you just saw, if you have seen a creature like this, then obviously you can believe in something like this. It's not really clarified what it is, but obviously it's supposed to be some kind of little person and stuff. So, this is really weird video here. But hey, can't knock it. But even this right here, this is a elongated foot, and this one's more of a short, rounded foot. It's like, how do you make this thing? Some kind of weird toy, wind-up toy thing, I think. That's just my opinion. Okay? But anyway, back to the creature that's getting spotted in the woods or jungle. So, I've seen this video before. And, as you know, this is a clip. But, I've seen this video before in color. Okay? And this is actually a gray creature. This is actually the woods and stuff. And they're trying to say that this is elf. Like a little elf type creature thing that's in the woods. And so I've seen this in color. So whoever made this clip, they took the color out, gave it this eerie music that they always do. And cool, right? And it's not even that big of a deal. But let's just say there was a creature in the woods and it was like this and it was unseen, especially in this jungle, because this is mostly a jungle area, because you can tell by the the plants, the tropical plants. So it's like, okay, there's a little person in the woods that may be an elf. You see, it's actually walking around trying to figure out things. It's not really in a bad movement. Now, unlike the tiny little demons and that tiny little freaking thing, whatever the hell it was, toy box thing, I actually think this this one might be real. Okay, this is a little bit, and like I said, I seen this in color, and I seen this video in color. So, like I said, whoever's seen this edited, took the color out, I can do it right now. I can take the color out of my own video and through editing, and you guys be like, oh, why is it like this? I can make it look like I'm in an old black and white movie. You know what I'm saying? So this is what they did. But other than that, this is actually a greenish, grayish looking creature. The body language tells me it's real. He was already walking like fast, like it's trying not to be seen. And then the fact that it does see something, it had to think for a minute, should I keep going? No, I should probably go back. Which means it indicates that this creature has some kind of, is young first of all, because a young person would think like, oh, should I do this? Oh, maybe I should think about this or go back or go where it's safe. And so I would think this creature had as like a parent or some other person that's looking over it. So this is not a dangerous creature. I say it's docile, and that it actually has some kind of knowledge of its own. Now this is the next one here. This is one again, I think is a toy. So I'm going to pull it back real quick. So what's happening here is this little person, okay, right here, is actually running across. Now the individual gets a box and traps this creature, which tells me toy. It's a toy. It has to be a toy. See, look at it. Now you can't really tell. You can't really tell what's going on because I keep doing the side view. I hate that in all these clip videos, how the camera goes. You see some girl fight another girl that goes off somewhere, or somebody gets into a wreck, or some crap happens with the cops, and always the camera moves to some side where you can't see it. Even the ones with the aliens, and I've seen tons of those, and they'll look at a ship and they they're talking to their friend and the camera goes this way. I'm tired of that. If y'all can't film something straight, don't film it at all, okay? Honestly. But anyway, yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on in this video. Now, he's only holding it with one hand. Now, you can say that someone's strong enough to hold something down with one hand. The size of that creature thing that went in there, that's actually a toy, to me, would be able to get out of this box. Okay, it doesn't have to push, it doesn't have to lift. It could actually punch its way out. This is cardboard. This isn't like a brick wall or anything like that. Nothing made of metal. Be different if it was a can or a bucket or something and you put it over it, but no, this is actually a box. So to me, you can get out of this shit. You can get out of boxes. People rip out of boxes all the time. I know because I used to put boxes over my head when I was a kid. And over me and stuff. So it's stupid. This is stupid. Okay. So you don't see nothing punching a box, anything. So come on now. So that's that. Okay, this next video is bound to make you think of some creepy stuff. It might give you chills down your spine, might mess your head up the rest of the day. But I'm going to show you some people that are obviously demon possessed or possessed by ghosts, some kind of apparitions that are making people act abnormal, and there's other ghostly spirits and creepy crawlies hiding in places that they don't belong, all within one little tiny clip. And so, here we go. We're going to get into it. Alright, so here we go. Here's the video. You can already tell it's going to be crazy. Here we go. So if you don't know what's happening right there, I'll rewind a little bit. There's a girl sitting there. Maybe it's a bed, maybe it's a chair. And out of nowhere, she just, her head goes back, flips all the way back, mouth pops open, and he gets spooked. So here we go. I'm sorry, I ain't trying to. To me, that's funny, okay? Just whatever language he's speaking, the way he said it, it came off funny. But at the same time, you gotta laugh. I mean, well, I guess some of y'all, are a little bit more spooktified than I am. Kind of desensitized to a lot of stuff. So, that was funny to me, okay? So this next one is some girl that I guess is demon possessed, or an apparition took over her body, and she's just a meat body suit for this spirit or creature or demon. Now you can say though, going back a little bit to this video, if you can tell, try to make it look like it's black and white. Like I said, you can do this stuff in the editing system, but you can clearly tell this is a yellow shirt. She's got her, red and blue type of pants going. You can kind of tell this is a red pattern here. It's kind of bluish or green maybe. And, this is probably pink blanket or whatever. And she's a redhead, if you can't tell. And, she could probably just be dressed up probably and go, ah. But because she's sitting there spooktified like this, with a ghostly image, you can always say that, hey, this girl is possessed by a ghost. The fact, though, that the person is able to take the blanket up and has a camera means you already expected the girl to look like this. So this is where I say this is a little fake, but maybe she is. And they saw her already and came back and said, well, let me go get the damn camera. But if you've seen something like that in real life, you ain't going to go get no damn camera. So, it's questionable video. Questionable, look. It's very questionable. And where's her teeth? So, this part here, okay. This part here, what's about to happen is odd. Extremely odd. Especially that there's a baby involved. It should like kind of make your stomach crawl or turn. Something's gonna crawl and turn. Yeah, that's my thing. Now grab the baby like a toy, like it wasn't nothing. Snatch the baby up quick. I've never seen anything snatch a kid up this fast. Not even a woman that's pissed off. Okay? Like seriously. That's fast. So here, as you can tell, I don't really have too much to say about the last video. I really don't know what the hell is going on. You can say that was a demon snatched up a baby, but there's always someone saying there's a monster underneath a bed. Anyway, with this one, you can see this, obviously there's this crack right here. So what I'm saying is focus on this crack in the ceiling. And from what it looks like, you got this flag right here, you got this board. I would say it would be in some kind of stool or office setting. Now, if you can't tell, this is a set of eyes. That's the nose ridge. It's supposed to be a person sitting right here, peeking at you through this crack. So, how the hell is this crap holding this person up? Unless this is a ghost, some kind of specter, some kind of apparition that is hanging out there, able to physically show its facial form as it looks at you. And here you have a person that looks like they're spazzing out, that's constantly moving. But I've seen this clip before, I swear, when they were showing a thing talking about how the body moves after someone dies. Like, we think they just die and they don't move no more. But the issue is the brain still functions. It's just like a chicken with his head cut off. It still moves around, still does stuff. So this person is actually dead and the body is still going through trauma. Crazy. And it looks like that person was dressed like a rabbit. Let's go back and see if they was dressed like a rabbit. And I'm not trying to mock the dead. I'm just saying that person might be dressed like a rabbit. Can't tell because they was welling or moving about. Obviously dressed like a rabbit. So here, now this is a poltergeist supposedly. And the reason why this is a poltergeist is because, hell, you should watch the movie Poltergeist. The lights are flickering, and there's images of something, and you don't know if it's there, and then it's not there. It's poltergeist, okay? Or manifest spirit, a spirit that was manifested through trauma, and when a new person took over the house, the ghost of that spirit of that individual is stuck in that house. Like, a person can be abused and their spirit will stay in that house being abused. While that person might have grew up and left the house, met it, forgot all that stuff, and became successful. But that pain and that energy of negativity is still there in that house. So it's a should I say, a ghost of someone's past trauma.
What is that? Who are you? I'm not gonna hurt you. Leave my lights alone.
And then the person's... So then the thing that's weird too is there's a person popping up again. You see, he says leave the lights alone, but as you see, god dang it keeps trying to start over. So let's go back a bit. Now, you can say this is some fancy editing thing where the video cuts off right before he goes in the bathroom, and so that person's able to disappear. But when he comes back out, you see that person, that black image, slowly try to come back and look at him again. Now, how is it this individual is able to do this, or spirit entity is able to do this again, is quite odd. Very odd. And I don't know if that really happens. Maybe there's some way to talk to some psychic or some ghost hunter or some kind of paranormal investigator and ask them, is this video real to them?
What is that?
See the lights flickering in and out. It's able real quick to edit that way because you're always cutting clips and it will chop in a way. I don't know how to explain it to you. I watched the infomercial one time and I swear to God there was over 400 edits while I'm watching it. The guy must have cussed and messed up his script a billion times. But anyway.
Who are you? I'm not gonna hurt you. Leave my lights alone.
Right there, you see him again. And here's the thing. When that person, that thing, whatever this is, poltergeist, moves, you hear it move physically. So it means that that is an individual there. If not, that means there's some strong supernatural abilities in this ghost, which would be a poltergeist. It's able to move things, it's able to control the room. That's what happens to ghosts when they get more power and they mess with humans. They become poltergeists. So that's what that video is. Let's move on. Okay, people. Oh man. Okay. This creature that we're about to look at now, I am a real skeptic of this. Look, I just doubt the hell out of this video. Okay? And there's so many reasons why. But we're about to see a video of what they claim to be a jinn, a genie, and I'm not gonna say anything until you see what's going on. I'm gonna explain like I do when I'm watching it. So let's get into it. Okay, you can see it right now. This is supposed to be a real life genie. Okay, and so I mean, just watch. This kind of spell or something to summon the genie through fire, and maybe some kind of prayer. Now you're waiting for the genie to appear. The fires went out, and it started up again. See, it does this, and then bam, there's this genie popping up. Now the fact the camera's doing this, very freak. And see how see, that's the thing that's funny. He's fading in like in a movie. It's like I swear someone learned camera tricks here. And I just shakes and moves like this.
Tövbe bismillah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Now, here's the thing, I don't speak their language. Maybe some of y'all do. If you do, please explain what the hell they're talking about. And honestly, I really don't believe this is a genie at all.
Euzubillahimineşşeytanirracim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Hoş geldin. Panik yapma. Sakin ol. Sakin ol. Panik yapma. Sana zarar vermeyeceğiz.
Yerinde duramıyorum. Panik yapma.
Now this creature is supposed to be talking. It just keeps constantly moving. The guy's talking to it. Now I don't know if it's being talked to or he's talking, but obviously the lips aren't moving, which means this is a mask on some guy's face. At the same time, there's not jumping out of a lamp singing songs, okay, or it's not a hot chick coming out of a bottle, dancing. It ain't none of that, okay. This is supposed to be a genie, and I don't see nobody asking for no wishes. Okay, it's crazy.
İyi bu birazcık.
Sakin ol. Korkuyor herhalde.
Sakin ol. Sakin ol.
Korkmana gerek yok. Sana zarar vermeyeceğiz. Büyük bir ihtimal ilk defa başıma böyle bir şey geliyor.
Yerinde duramıyor ya. Euzubillahimineşşeytanirracim.
Sakin ol. Sakin ol. Sana zarar...
It's just look very uncomfortable. Keeps moving around like this. Mouth doesn't move. The shoulders is big as hell, which means this thing doesn't have a neck. Must be Big Ed's relative or something. I have no idea what's happening here. But I am truly doubting this video. Show a little bit more, and the hell with this video.
vermeyeceğiz.
Korkmana gerek yok. Burası güvenli bir yer.
Ne zaman istersen bize haber gönderebilirsin. Mümin dostlarımız olacaklar sürekli orada. Ve o tapınağın yerini bize öğrenmen lazım. Yer altında bir yerde mi?
Here's the thing. This video is titled, in the description, that jinn are just like us. But all you see is this guy with a mask on, steady moving. You know, they don't even show you any other part of their hands, their feet, anything that make it look like it's not human, except for this mask on the face. The lips doesn't move. You hear a voice, but it's coming from somewhere. So obviously, what I think this is a foreign, like, amateur film. For some, you know, people are getting into making stuff now. India now makes movies and things. I think it's because they had an app that was similar to TikTok for a while, and they were getting humans talking on there, and talking. I mean, not humans, Americans talking on there about things, and honestly, the things that humans or Americans were talking about. Don't think I'm some supernatural creature, but anyway, the things Americans was talking about were movies and things, and I think it gave India's the idea to start making their own Bolly movies or whatever it is they call them, and they started making a lot of movies that were like similar to stuff we like Terminator and things like that. And so it's been going on in other parts of the world now where people are making their own films and stuff. I think the best people that make them right now outside of America would be South Korea. They make a lot of good movies and things. I mean, a lot of people was obsessed with the Squid Game and things like that. And besides Japan makes a lot of good stuff with sci-fi and stuff. So I mean, this is what this is. This is an amateur film, and he ain't no genie. But if I'm wrong, and you believe I'm wrong, then go ahead and let me know I'm wrong. Somewhere in the comments, or go to Discord like you've seen many times, and tell me what you think. Alright people, so we've seen a lot of stuff today. Didn't get up to a lot of videos I wanted to get to. Nothing poltergeist, weird elf creatures, little tiny demons, and weird creepy crawly things that make no sense. All and stupid turtle people is enough for today, you know. But we will not stop searching for the truth of these creatures. I don't think I found the truth today, but if you think you know the truth, then go to this Discord and go on and tell your story. Tell me if you think any of these things are real, how you've seen them, your story, your personal thing, whatever it is, and talk about it on the show. Until next time, people, we're going to find a way to hit the truth. So peace out. Until later. But remember, the truth is everywhere. You just got to look.